Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team is in a world that doesn't seem quite right. Everything seems to be a magical construct, and the team's been trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And at the moment, they're talking to a wizard who's got a cowboy who works for him. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And Amy's just been absolutely bugging the shit out of everybody they encounter, from the tavern they were in before to here now at the wizard's place. It's just it's going how it's going, y'all. It's just going how it's going. Did you not study at all?
I don't like this.
Stuff?
I don't like you. I don't want to keep talking with you. Okay?
Oh my god, you're now my favorite. Okay, so, all right. You don't like me. This is so great. Everybody else has been so fucking nice. Okay. Oh. Let me tell you, getting an honest answer out of someone is just it's like fucking pulling teeth. You don't like being questioned like this. That's what you're telling me, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. We're cool. All right. So, I'm trying to figure out why this world exists. That's all I want. I'm not trying to destroy it. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I just want to know why. Because, for me, part of the joy of being a wizard, I went to school for this. I studied this, is understanding the hows and whys of magical theory and understanding why things exist, the construction of the spells of the world, of the very nature of our reality and how it interrelates to the nature of magic. And so I need to understand why this place works.
Why wouldn't this place work?
Because it's not the way most places work. Most places don't work like this.
This isn't most places.
I know. That's why it's like looking him in the eye of with really too intense of a look. That's why I need to know why this place is different from other places. Not to change it or to do anything to it, but to understand it. If we understand what makes something unique, that's the only way to truly treasure it.
No, I don't like your I don't like your tone.
Why?
I don't like the questions you're asking.
Can I ask why you don't like my tone?
I would like you to leave.
Can I ask why you don't like it?
Jeez. And Ethan comes up with a small army, like a dozen people of cowboys.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a small army, like they were physically small, or I mean, they're just stealing chickens. They don't have to be that big. Is this really
like
an
a dozen
army?
Cowboys.
This looks like more like the 11 o'clock show at Hungry Dave's.
This is my army right here.
That's
Really?
the whole army.
Why? All right, so Ethan, I've got some notes for you. This is just a pro tip right here. So you're dressed like cowboys, but it's your army, but your uniform is cowboys? That's not really making sense as like an army uniform. Like you as the leader, maybe you can have like a unique outfit or something like that and be like cowboy, but like traditionally like when we're dealing with like an army, we want to go with something simpler and less showy. All right? So this is I put my arm around his shoulder. So I'm thinking like maybe you go with like a khaki or like an olive green uniform. If it depends on the time period you're going for. If you want to go for like the period of like your cowboyness, like the Union Army wore like this deep blue. It's really gorgeous and really flattering a cut and color. And so like you really might want to like tonally shift to that. Like if you really want to go for theming. Does that make sense, Ethan?
It's making sense, yes.
Yeah. So I mean like it's
Okay.
I don't like I'm not trying to give you any notes on how you're running the actual thing, but I'm just saying outfits wise, that's what I would be doing if I were you and not going for the cowboy thing. Whose idea was the
Okay.
cowboy thing?
We wear this.
Right, but
We wear these
mm,
clothes.
so it was either your idea or a pre-existing idea that existed in reality before you existed.
Oh, God.
Listen, I
If
think
you
you
don't
should get out of here.
why? Don't you like me, Ethan?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because you came in here asking
I
all
like
these
you, Ethan.
questions.
Of course I ask
Well,
questions. I'm a
thank you.
wizard. Wizards ask
Okay.
questions. We ask questions because we seek to understand the reality around us. How can we exist in something we don't understand?
I don't know.
Well, the first step to learning anything is admitting that you don't know the answer.
I think you're going to break the guy.
I think the lesson you need to learn sometimes is that when someone comes along and asks you a question whose answer you don't know, you give the answer that I don't know. Not it's always been this way or it's just the way it is. It's okay to say I don't
This
know and I
is just
don't
the
know,
way it is.
but you don't know why. And it's
This
so
has always been this way.
you were so close, honey. You were so close. Sometimes if someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you don't have to get frustrated. You don't have to force yourself to understand it, but you can just say I don't know and accept
I
that
don't know. I don't know.
good.
Okay?
Oh, God.
Good.
Getting heated.
Good.
I'm done with this.
Doesn't that feel better to acknowledge it?
Oh,
I'm done. He
dear.
pulls a revolver. on
I
you.
probably should have seen this one coming. All right.
I think that you need to go.
You guys are so like Ethan, you were so close. I hope one day you wake up. All right, that's about all we're gonna get out of Cowboy Bob here, or Cowboy
I
Petey,
rolled
or
I rolled a
Cowboy
7.
Curtis. Cowboy Curtis was the joke I was trying to make. You rolled a 7
Mm-hmm.
on what?
Are we rolling initiative or are we? What's our plan?
I thought he was just pointing a gun at us. I didn't know we were in a fight.
He's just pointing a gun at you.
Yeah.
You can.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought we were just gonna leave.
I was
Are we
gonna
just
Whatever.
going to leave?
I was
I'll
gonna
do whatever.
smack a wet gusher to his forehead.
You're allowed to do that.
I still technically have fly cast on me, so I'm just gonna start floating.
Yeah, from far away, I Oh wait, I can just. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I can gun trick to
What's
just
your?
like.
He's trying to get a gusher on his forehead.
Oh yeah, a wet one to just stick on his forehead,
Okay.
make him look real dumb.
He does look dumb. Well, hang on. Does it? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not a.
fine with that.
Yeah, it does no damage. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It looks very stupid.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, now we can leave.
All right.
D shrugs.
Whoever wrote this video game sucks.
What did
I
we
don't-
learn here today?
This is a shitty one.
I don't know if it's a video
Oh,
game.
geez.
It's like child logic. There's an army of cowboys.
This game was written by a 6-year-old. Because it sucks.
Do you have something against 6-year-olds, Obi?
I don't like 6-year-olds, to be fair. They're terrible. Never be 6, Obi.
I can't.
Yeah, Obi will never be 6 again.
I'm just saying.
I don't really have anything against 6-year-olds. This game sucks. It's really
Yeah.
boring.
I do. 6-year-olds are terrible. Trust me. You're
It's
would
like
not be one.
it's like a fucking lame ass holodeck. Discount Westworld. Bob's Magic Town.
Yeah, I
Gary's
don't even know.
Mod.
What did we even like? We went out and we
I
found
don't
this
know. I
chicken
was
foot.
We've
What are we
done
even trying to
nothing.
do?
I was hoping to talk one of them into. I felt like we were getting so fucking close to actually. It was funny to piss one of them off.
I thought you were just trying to make their heads explode. Honestly,
No, I was
Did
trying
I
to see if
misread
I
that?
could trick one of them into like coming up with an answer. Like maybe they don't know the answers only because they've never thought to ask the question. So I thought, like, hey, maybe I can get them to ask a question, and
That's a
maybe they
big
would come up with
ask.
an answer. I didn't, it was a long shot, but it was like a shot. Like I didn't like think it would work. I'm just sort of like floating like 3 feet off the ground, kind of like leaning forward like in a slump almost.
You're floating.
Yeah,
Throwing that out there.
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed.
So-
I'm annoyed whenever
So they steal chickens because they
They're-
want eggs.
No, it's because the story was like they. I don't know if they made them for us or if they're there for someone else's reasoning, but they thought that there needed to be a bad guy, so they made an evil wizard who was stealing livestock. If you remember, the dragon was destroying livestock in that one village we went to.
Right. I'm just this. Who are they in this situation? What the hell is going on?
Well, like whatever pseudo consciousness is controlling the things that look like people here that we're interfacing with. I am deeply thinking that the weird nothingness before we got here was significant. And by the way, if I'm a simulation and real Amy is watching me from another plane, fuck off. Tell whoever made this place it's poorly programmed and kick him in the shins. That's if I'm not really me.
I am way too sober to be having the discussion of whether or not you're really you right now.
I don't know. Maybe it's always been that way, D.
Oh God, no. Okay.
I
Actually,
don't
no.
know.
I could kind of handle it right now. It's not like now. if I don't was on
Ketamine?
something. Ketamine, yeah, that would be a good one for me to not be on when I'm
Maybe
thinking
they have
about this.
ketamine at the bar. Ask for some ketamine.
We should find out if there's ket at the bar. I might have to check.
I've never done ketamine. I don't know what it's like.
Holy shit! Let's go to the bar and get some ket.
You guys are a bad influence. I hope you know
I'm
that.
not gonna do ketamine, Obi.
Liz is
I will
definitely
do
not going to do
ketamine
ketamine.
if hold up. If the opportunity presents itself, I'm grabbing some ket.
Just gonna get some special K. It's just I don't.
Well, we could go back and see how much longer we have to survive in this dumb.
Let's go
Okay,
back to the
but-
truck.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying, like, from that science perspective, we know that it was a world a kid made up if they don't know what ket is. Eh?
But they seem to
and,
know things if you ask about them or if you know about them.
In all likelihood, it's probably not a child made by a child. It's probably made by one of these gods. Is that what we're calling them?
The
They don't
Fae,
like
they're
being
just
called
the Fae. It
gods.
depends on Fiona likes being called a god.
Some of
but
them do,
that's
some of
true.
them
It's
don't.
weird.
But
It's weird.
They're the Fae. They're just the Fae. Let's not fucking call them gods.
okay,
Fiona seems to be fine being called one of the Fae also, so, and that's what Mindy likes, so.
Gods, Martians. What's the difference, really?
Well, first
The
off,
Martians are very different. We've been through this.
Martians are normal people, D.
I-
So there's a lot difference between gods and most Martians.
I don't know. It's-
To be fair, one of the Martians was a Fae.
Yes, but
Thank you.
that's not categorical. That means
Confirming.
right, but that
Martians.
means that you
Thank
could
you.
call but that doesn't mean you can apply that to Martians. It means you could apply that to a person who you claim is a Martian.
All I know is that before now, I thought that the Fae and Martians and Santa Claus were all imaginary. And now, I'm
God,
eating my words.
God, statistically, maybe Santa's real. On one of these worlds, right? Like infinite realities, there could be a actual Santa.
I mean, I guess.
We could meet Santa.
Now I want to meet Santa.
Oh God,
like-
what if Santa's a fae?
you know what? Probably, I mean, he delivers presents all over the globe in a couple of hours?
Yeah, very, very quickly.
There's
Just-
got to be some kind of magic going on there.
He's probably the Fae of giving.
Oh
Or
God, he's
something.
got to be in Fiona's court then, right? Though.
Yeah, winter court.
The
when
winner.
we find Fiona, we are finding out about Santa Claus.
Yep.
Higher priority.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
When do we get
Gotta
back
go
to the
check on the
truck?
car.
Okay.
And back
What are
to
we doing at the truck?
We're checking the timer.
See how much
Okay.
time we have left.
24 hours.
What the shit?
It has not gone down, not even by
It is-
the hour and a half or whatever.
It has not.
Okay, everybody's gonna die now. I'm walking into that fucking inn.
Okay. Yeah, you pass a dwarf guy coming out of the.
Of course,
the,
there's fucking dwarfs now.
You could pass a dwarf guy coming out of the outhouses behind the inn.
Of course, there are outhouses behind the inn now.
Oh, the geography changed.
Sure
Huh.
did.
Well, this is getting a little bit weird. Just a little bit, don't you guys think? Just a little bit weird.
This is the exact level of weirdness I expected. I 100% was certain all of this shit was going to happen the moment the halfling bartender showed up. Walking into the inn.
Okay. Yeah, it's you know, a lot of people hanging out in this inn, having breakfast.
Where's an employee?
Okay, there's Mary.
I grab Mary by her shirt and push her against the wall.
Oh,
Mary,
oh,
why is
wow.
the timer not going down on my truck, Mary?
I don't know anything about your truck.
Great.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
So,
maybe
why
let's
is time not
simmer
passing
down a little bit.
correctly? Time isn't passing correctly here, Mary. I don't like that. It makes me mad. So I need you to go find the person in charge so I can have a conversation. Are you able to conceptualize what I am asking, Mary?
She's gone full
Bob's in
Karen
charge.
again.
Bob's in charge of the bar. I don't want to know who's in charge of the bar, Mary. I want to know who's in charge of the world, Mary. I need you to direct me to the people actually making the decisions here. The people who make the edits after we suggest them. I need to know what consciousness is in control of that and how I can directly communicate that to them. Now, I know that you don't understand what I mean, Mary. However, I know that whatever is listening does. Do you understand that? No, you don't. It's okay. What I need to talk to the person who is using whatever I tell to you to do it. Now, I'm going to let Mary here go in a moment, so don't worry, Mary. It's all going to be fine, Mary. I'm not going to hurt you, Mary. But I need whoever is listening through your ears, whoever is making the decisions, to fucking come have a conversation. And I drop Mary. And I go sit down at a table.
I mean, she does have the power to blow things up, so. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe careful what you do. She's pretty pissed right now, as you can see.
Okay. Is there anything I can get for you?
Only what I asked for!
The manager, Mary. Bring us the fucking manager.
Of the world. Not Bob.
Not Bob, yeah. No one wants to talk to Bob.
I mean, I kind of
And
like
I'd like a
Bob,
chocolate
but I
milk,
don't want to talk to him
please.
about this. Just gonna sit here. Someone's gonna fucking talk!
Okay. D, your phone rings.
Oh. Dee picks it up. Hello?
It's Amy. Can I put Amy on the phone, please?
What? Hey, you're Amy. What?
Just put Amy on the phone, please.
But you're Amy. What? D hands the phone to Amy. Hey, it's for you.
Hello?
Keep asking questions. You're so close.
Okay, now this sounds like some bullshit that something would come up with that would be pretending to use my voice and try to satisfy me because of the asking questions things I do. Do you understand how that wouldn't work?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Why doesn't it make sense? If you're me, you understand why it makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
What color shirt was Zach wearing?
Hang on. Okay. I just need a moment.
Was that Becca saying that, or a
That
character?
was me. That was
Okay.
me. That was
Okay.
Becca.
Sorry. Amy just asked what the color of her dead brother's shirt was.
Okay. Hang on. All right.
If you need me to supply you
Well,
that information, like if this is something
hang
that
on.
the
Hang on.
okay, okay.
Hang on. Okay. So what was the question you asked?
What color was Zach's shirt?
Okay. Roll a d10.
Oh shit. 8.
Okay. What color was shirt? Was the shirt?
It was red.
His shirt was red.
Okay. What color was Blue's hair?
Roll a d10.
That's mediocre. 5.
I've got to go.
So you're not me.
She hangs up.
That was some bullshit. That was absolute bullshit. Blue's hair was green, by the way.
Who are you talking to? Can I have my phone back?
Yeah, you can have your fucking phone back. That wasn't me on the phone.
I thought it was you on the phone. It sounded just like you.
No, it's trying to come up with a satisfying fucking story instead of actually communicating.
That's weird. Why would
It
it do
was like,
that?
oh, keep asking questions. You're so close. Like, can you imagine me saying that to me?
I mean, you are acting pretty paranoid at this point. It might
No.
be just
If
sticking
I
with
was
you.
trying to communicate with me, I'd be like, don't fuck the hot orc. Right? Like, that's
mean,
how
fair.
or like, punch D. It's not really D. You know what I mean? Or like,
But it is really. Do not punch me.
or you're not really you. This is like the thought experiment in Stevenson's class you took in sophomore year. Because if I was calling me, first off, I mean, we've encountered enough me's as it is, right? Like, a me calling me is not impossible, but like, that one, I started asking it questions about my own fucking life. And it tried to give me answers. So it was clearly trying to pretend to be actual me. It's because I said the whole thing about the simulation thing. It's trying to come up with satisfying scenarios. It's why there was a wizard, because we always look for a bad guy. It's why the outhouses moved out there, because it broke expectations, so they fixed it. They're trying to give us what we want, which is either good or bad, right? Like, but that could be a benevolent thing, or we're in a fucking pitcher plant.
Everything you're saying makes perfect sense. Yeah.
It does?
Yeah, either this is perfectly
Yes.
benign and we just need to find a way out, or it's trying to kill us. Either could be true. Either is a possibility. I hope it's benign. I hope it's just fucking frustrating.
It'd be really nice if we could just, like, leave this world.
Yeah, except the countdown's not going down.
No, but, like, it'd be nice if See, I was trying.
I
If
mean,
I
we
can
haven't.
use your logic of it like wanting to
Yeah, but it
please
would
us.
just create something. It created a fake me on the phone.
Yeah,
It would just create a new world for us, but it would still be this.
you're right.
Don't just walk up to, like, I'm assuming that Bob, the bartender, is there.
Yeah.
Bob, I just don't want a simulation. I want to know what's real. That's it. I don't want facade. I don't want whatever. I don't want to be served. I don't want the world to be pretty to placate me. I just want to know the truth. That's all.
We all want to know the truth.
I don't think you do, Bob.
Look, the truth is scary, but we all want to know the truth, of course.
I don't know. My conversations so far around here have shown me people who just want to live in an illusion and be the illusion. And when you question the illusion, they get mad.
Well,
That's
yeah.
not truth-seeking behavior.
I don't know.
That's embracing the lie. Because this place is a lie. It's a pretty lie. It's a beautiful lie, but it's a lie, Bob. And if you want to live in a lie, that's your choice, but I don't.
I don't want to live in a lie. Amy, I don't.
Then why do you live in a lie?
This is what is here.
But what's the
This is
truth,
what has
Bob?
always been here.
The problem is, Bob, is that I don't know if you exist without the lie. I
Are
don't know if you can
you
experience
guys
the
trapped
truth.
too?
Dee, don't
I-
give them the idea that they're trapped.
No, what if they are? Wait a minute. This could be an opportunity to free their mind. We need
Oh
to
my
get them,
God.
Cat.
No, it wouldn't work like that.
We don't even know what this is. How do you know what the rules are?
There's
Are
a
we?
bird.
I don't know if we're trapped.
There's a bird sitting in the truck that is made of me, D. There's a bird in the truck that is made of me, D. That's just Amy goes running out of the inn.
Okay.
I am running to the truck.
Okay.
Onyx. And I'm getting Onyx. I'm assuming Onyx is really Onyx, right? I can feel him like
Onyx
normal.
is really Onyx.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Brr! I'm bringing Onyx into the inn.
Okay.
All right, Bob, this is Onyx. Onyx, say hi to Bob. Brr! Onyx is a magical construct, like you are. I made him.
Yes.
He's a part of me. He only exists because a choice was made by me. At some point. Okay, so, Bob, no matter what your origin is, you were not this originally, right? You have been formed from magical energy to create this experience. Whether it be by magic itself or by a wizard or by anything, right? Like, some kind of consciousness willed you into existence. I don't know if it was a purposeful task or if magic, some weird thing where magic itself gains sentience that could possibly, theoretically, Durson had some theories on that. It's really interesting if you really talk about it, and it really brings into question the nature of reality and all being, but it is a possibility theorized. But anyways, so like, but either way, then, though, you in your existence as Bob would exist because in that situation, even where there's not like a separate actor, magic itself would have willed you into being, right? So something made you, whether it be, a person or a thing or the essence of reality, any of those things, but whatever that is made you. Does that follow, Bob?
Yes.
Like, I made Onyx. What I'm trying to figure out, Bob, is what will birthed all this shit.
It was this.
Bob, are you trying to tell me that magic itself is conscious and sentient and willed itself a reality? Including a bunch of people to exist into it? If that's not what you're telling me, that's okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm just trying to find
Maybe.
a base. I'm just trying to
I don't
understand.
know.
I understand, Bob. It's part of the
I
problem.
don't know what this is.
Okay. So, Bob, I need you to understand sometimes when I ask you these questions, while I am talking to you, it would be great if you did have an answer. It's okay if you don't. But I'm also kind of using you as a conduit to whoever is, because clearly, because they've affected change on reality based off of things we've talked to you about, that, because when we were in here earlier, the outhouses that you see outside, those were inside. And we talked to you about
houses
them.
are right back there.
They are now. They weren't when we were in here earlier. Right? But then we talked to you guys about it, and you changed it. Reality changed. Right?
Okay.
So what I'm trying to talk to, when I'm talking to you about this stuff, Bob, I am talking to you because I respect you as a person as best as I can, because I believe that you have some level of independence. But I'm also talking to whoever made that change. You know what I mean, Bob?
Yes.
Somebody made that change. Somebody made that choice. Somebody pretended to be me on the phone, Bob. Which is really fucked up.
Yes. Yes, I can see that it is.
Right. I want to know who to talk to, Bob. To understand. See, here's the problem. Eventually, Bob, we want to go home. Now, there's other stuff we got to do first, and other places we have to go. We're on a path. We're on a thread. We are traveling a journey that we are supposed to be on. And it seems while we are here, the mechanism by which we travel isn't working. Which is why we need to figure out how to leave. And that's why we want to know what the truth is. Because if we don't leave, that little boy over there, his name is Obi. He's never going to grow up if we can't get him home. And there are people who are in danger that we need to warn about things. Bob, there's a darkness between realities. There's a place called the Wilds. Do you know what the Wilds are?
How come when she does it, it's normal, and when I do it, it's oversharing?
Because
The
I'm
wilds.
figuring out a line here, D. I didn't start with this shit. Do you know what the wilds are? It's okay if you don't. I'm just, if you do, you know.
It's a world.
Yeah. But it's not like most worlds, is it?
No, it's not.
It doesn't splinter with the rest of us. And there's a bad man there who is marching armies across realities. And they know where we're from. And no one at our home knows that they're coming. So we have to get there and tell them. We have to warn them, Bob. We have to let them know that it's coming. And right now, I don't see a way that we can leave here. And that's why I need to talk to whoever's actually doing this. Because I don't want to be hostile. I don't. But there are people that I care about whose lives are in danger because of it. And I need to make sure that we can do everything we can to stop what might be coming. So, Bob, I don't know if I'm asking you or whatever's listening through you, but we very much would like an answer. And I don't know who else to ask.
Okay. I think that I might know someone who can help you.
Is this a real person, Bob, or is this a fetch quest to try to make me happy? Are you just trying to give me an answer to make me happy?
It's what you're expecting.
I don't know what I'm expecting, Bob. I need you to I need you to understand it's not about what I expect.
Right.
What I need is at least a conduit to truth. And it can come from your mouth, it could come from her mouth at Jesherberry, it could come from anyone's. Doesn't matter who the speaker is, it just matters that they know what they're saying.
Okay.
I'm really tired of the lies, Bob. I'm tired of pretty lies.
We all are. We all...
Are you? Or are you mirroring my feelings?
I don't know.
Okay. That's a good answer.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
This is all new.
But it's always been this way.
This has been here.
It's all new, but it's always been here. She smiles a little.
There's a candle on the bar, and it goes out. There's a patron, an orc man who his glass just shatters in his hand. There is there's some shouting comes from one of the corners of the bar, and someone kicks a table over, and a fight starts over there. Suddenly a chandelier just falls in the middle of the room. Just shatters.
Amy's reacting
small-
to nothing. She's sitting there with her hands in her lap.
A small army of cowboys runs into the bar, guns drawn. And everyone starts screaming, but they're not screaming at the cowboys or the fight that's happening or anything. They're just screaming.
It's fucking
And
Idaho in here.
They start holding, they like grab their heads and seem to be just screaming in anguish.
Well, that
And
sucks.
all of the fire, the lights, they just go out.
What the shit?
It's not darkness. You can't see anything, but it's not dark. It's just nothing. You see nothing. You experience nothing. You have no idea how long it's been. But before you can process any of this, we're going to end for the night.
Ah!
Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.